Good afternoon, everybody, east, west, north, south, worldwide. Welcome to the Hood Point. I'm Keith Allen, along with G-Host and Mr. Sean C.
What up, what up?
Shout out to Erupt. He's up out at Twinsburg at the T-Ball League. Him and Saran barbecuing before the game starts with his son and everything.
You starting off on him within the first minute. Shots fired.
Hey.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Hey. They done got at me and stuff when I ain't on here. So, hey.
That's what's up, though. But shouts out to E. He out there with a little
No
E
doubt.
doing the T-ball. That's
Good
what's
luck,
up. That's what's up.
Louis.
Yes.
Parents, get
Good
your
luck.
kids into something early.
Get them involved.
Find out something that they like early, because then they'll love it later.
Right.
And that gets free college. And then after that, hopefully, you can go to the next level. But free college, free college, free college.
Don't wait till they're 12 and 13 and their voice is deep as mine and you trying to send them to somebody to play something.
Yeah,
Unless they're extremely talented and got the knack for it. Or
And we
something.
know how many few and far those come in between.
Very few.
Yeah.
Very, very, very far.
Exactly.
No doubt.
Fun. I didn't get the full story, but it's kind of interesting.
What's up?
So, my man, Chuck Gladdy, huh?
Yeah. OVI.
Interesting. Yes.
Very
Chuck Gladdy
interesting.
pulled over in
Parma. And this is like his third time.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. That's kind of interesting. We'll see how that plays out. I think Zach Reed need to be watching. Hey.
Yeah.
Well, what's about to happen here? What's
I
going
think-
on?
I think he might have to do time or something.
Oh, really?
It's a possibility.
I think the first time he was in front of his house, butt naked, drunk or something like that.
What?
No, I'm serious. It
Oh,
was.
wow.
Yeah, I have to look. We looked it up.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
please.
Oh well, at least Zach was just sleeping in the car.
Yeah. And you know what's messed up?
He's
I like
getting it
Chuck's
in
last
out there.
call. I was kind of salty when I turned on 36 and the golf
Channel
show was on.
Yeah. So that's what's up. So hopefully that works out for you, Chuck.
Yeah.
Hope it works out for you, sir.
Right.
Still interesting though. I hope that works out for
Right. Very interesting.
Okay.
You know, Delva said something on that too on Facebook yesterday.
you. Can only imagine.
Right.
Can only imagine. No new friends. No new friends. No new friends.
Exactly.
No old was neither.
Exactly. Shout out to my man Delvis Valentine and Branson Wright of the Sports Brothers. Came on every Friday. No doubt.
Hey,
A lot of new
yes.
friends.
Shout out to our sponsor, Hanini Subs,
Yes.
Lorraine Avenue,
No doubt.
mention MSRC Radio.
And you get $1 off on your...
Really good sub.
Oh yeah, look over to the right of you. Look on the wall
Oh, yeah. And shouts out
You
to...
mean to our left?
or the left of you. I'm sorry.
and shouts out to
Joe's Lakewood and
Computers.
Yeah. 216-409-1656 for your desktop laptops, buy, resale, used computers, and sales and service. You heard it here first.
Exactly.
Go hit up
Man.
Joe's Lakewood Computer.
What up, Joe?
Definitely.
Hey, Joe.
You know...
Holla at you. Can you build computers,
welcome
Joe?
to the family.
I guess so.
Right.
I'm need that supercomputer build, Joe. I'm gonna holler at you.
For real,
Exactly.
for real.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta investigate.
All right. Let's get it started. I got a
No
couple
doubt.
questions about First, we got to start with sports.
Yeah, get out the way.
Congrats to the Heat.
Yes,
Yeah,
shouts out to the
congrats
Heat.
to the Miami
this,
Heat.
This might have been one of the best finals I've ever personally seen. So
Right.
I got to, definitely say, shout outs to both teams. The
They
Spurs
balled out.
also.
They balled out.
You know what? They had some of everything except one thing. Wasn't no technical fouls in the series.
Yeah. That's what made it a great.
Yeah, it wasn't no
great series.
technical
It wasn't
fouls
like,
or no physical
no flagrants or
intimidation,
nobody,
no flagrants, and none. It was like
Yeah.
clean basketball.
Yeah, it was.
It was good coaching against good coaching. As
Right.
sometimes it was a little questionable, but
Yeah, but all I know is the most fundamental team lost for one fundamental thing:
Free
make
throws.
your free throws.
yes.
You got to make them.
Game 6, they knew they had to win Game 6. They
Yeah.
had it. They left 2 points. They had 3 free throws left from 2 dudes who's shooting at least 80%.
Yeah,
And you get
90% from the
You
line.
get 1 out of 3.
I think Kwani Leonard was like shooting like 90.
Yeah,
in the playoffs.
he missed that one. I was like, ooh, that's
And then
bad.
Ginobili, An experienced, grizzled veteran.
There it is. That's what lost him the game. I don't want to hear about these fouls, the non-fouls, the non-calls.
Because you got to look at it. It was going both ways on the non-calls.
Yeah, on the non-calls. It's going both ways. So that right there cost them the game. Free throws, they free.
So all y'all people talking about that is fixed, is rigged. Get that stuff out of here.
He missed the free throws.
It is what it is. You got to make your free throws. That's fundamentals.
And Ginobili got paid.
Well, he wasn't good from the beginning, so
that's what I mean. Ginobili got paid.
But you know what? I had to question some of Pop's moves, though.
Yeah, that's what I was going to get at. What would you more blame it at on like Ginobili's play?
I think
individual or Pop's.
I think Pop kind of outsmarted himself.
Yeah,
because in that fourth quarter when Miami rallied, when LeBron brought him back in the fourth quarter of Game 6, there is no way I'm going to start the fourth quarter with both Duncan and Parker on the bench.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna ride it out. My horse is gonna ride it out.
Or one of them gonna start it off with him.
Gonna ride it out.
They were tired though, guys. They ran
down.
Fatigued, so.
It was, but they balled out though.
Yeah, I mean,
it's some younger teams who wouldn't have balled out as hard as them.
They did it. They did it. I think it was just some minor mistakes. I mean, like you say, fundamentally, like
from the fundamental,
like the free throws in the Game 6.
Fundamentals for the fundamental team.
And just that last play down the stretch with Ginobili going baseline and then jumping in the air.
Right.
Yeah.
Every coach in America was like on every level probably yelled at the TV all at one time like, don't leave your feet.
Right, because
especially not on the baseline, under the basket.
Right.
Yeah, it is what it is. But
I mean, this series had everything. It had blowouts. Had two games that were stolen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because San Antonio stole Game 1 and Miami stole Game 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we saw the emergence of a future superstar in Kawhi Leonard.
Man,
that dude
one-man
is gang
a
it
beast.
in Game 7.
And despite everything, even though they lost, Tim Duncan, Kawhi Leonard, and Tony Parker, they played like even Danny Green.
I can't put Danny Green in there.
Well,
sorry.
Last two games, he was
he was
shot out at all. He was playing for them.
But honestly, also though, you have to give credit to the Miami defense in them last two games.
See, I want to,
especially in Game 7.
I heard him say it on TV too, but I was watching the game. The dude has a couple of just bonehead plays. I mean, he was trying to do more than he was supposed to do.
But also, Miami made him put the ball on the floor.
He should have passed it. He shouldn't have tried to do any of that floater stuff that was getting blocked or missing. They didn't need that.
Do what you was doing before.
Exactly. Right. Run around.
Doing something extra.
And get to the open spot.
Miami shut that down.
Hey,
I mean, I'm just saying, they shut that down in Game 7.
Yeah, like I said, I want to ride with you on that, but like I say, I watched the replay
but
too.
Kawhi Leonard,
it wasn't on anymore like that.
Kawhi Leonard,
yeah, he's going to
Cavs should trade for him.
He's going to, he's not going to let him go.
I give him the first pick. I'm for real.
Because, I mean,
we'll be a playoff team this year.
In a couple years, if this dude hit the weight room, I mean, he was putting muscle to Bron now.
Right. He was putting D on LeBron.
He was giving him a problem. Right. So, in a couple years, if that dude can put on like 10, 15, he's going to be a major problem because he can rebound. He can shoot from the inside,
outside. He got all-around game.
He's going to be good.
Once again, San Antonio is setting themselves up for their run won't be so dry once Parker and Duncan and them gone or whatever. It depends on if Pop there, but then you see what the next coach. But I'm sure it'll probably be most likely somebody from within will probably step up to be, because I don't see them looking at anybody outside as of right now.
And I mean, Parker was 29, 30?
31.
So, 31?
Yep. So,
he got a couple more years left.
You never know. They might
be cool.
I mean, at this point in time, until San Antonio is done in the West, they still the favorite to come out of there. I mean, to me. Well, and if they retool and ping and tweak, you see. But as of right now, whatever, there's some emotion over there, man. It's a soap opera out there.
Where
I think the West, the other things,
the West
trades, possible trades, Dwight, Griffin and Paul and everything.
Well, like that. From what I'm hearing, the coaching trade thing is done.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
The Garnett thing is probably done.
I will say this though: if Dwight Howard ends up in Houston, Houston's going to be a major player in the West next year.
Oh yeah, that
Because you'll have a healthy
line.
Dwight Howard. And you think about it, he still put up numbers, and he was hurt all year.
He just wasn't himself.
No, he wasn't. And when you hurt, you're going to tend to not, you're there, but you're not
I'm not going to press
there.
it
Right.
as much.
Exactly.
And then he won't be in such limelight. It's not as much pressure in Houston than, as it is out there in L.A.
It's kind of one of those things
him,
where,
Harden, and Lynn, that's stupid in itself.
Yeah.
and you got that other guy who's a small forward for them, Parsons or something.
Oh, yeah, Chandler Parsons.
Chandler Parsons.
Forgot about him, yeah.
Works.
Oh,
And you got a Sheik.
And they still young.
Very
all
young.
So, it's like you say, the Spurs are the last of that last, been together for decades.
Yeah.
team. Now you've got those next rising group of teams, but it's like, say, well, when they come together, how long would those teams keep them together?
yeah. I mean, it looks like OKC is going to be set for a while.
Yeah, because you got to think they still had they got a couple young dudes that we didn't even see in the floor, and Jeremy Lamb and what's that other guy that went to
Harry
Baylor?
Jones.
Harry Jones.
Harry
And I
Jones
expect
the
them
third.
to contribute next year.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
you
Then you got
understand.
like Memphis teams like that. They're not going anywhere.
Right.
So we'll see how it goes over these next 3 or 4 years in the NBA. It's going to be
future.
a wide open. I think you have more teams now who can vie for championships
Right.
Yeah.
than before.
But you know what? The future is
health
puzzling
permitting.
for the two LA teams.
Yeah, you got premier teams now that are like, what the
Right.
hell's going on?
Future is puzzling for both because Chris Paul, you don't know what he's going to do.
I mean, if he opts out, it's over for them. They're back down to the bottom. I mean, honestly, what do
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
have left?
you
Because
it's like
Because it's like
a soap opera.
people saying he might not turn down the extra $30 million, but
he might.
he might.
He might be able to make that up, especially if he
Right.
can go somewhere. Like, say, if he can work a deal to go to the Lakers or something,
Yeah, because he's an unrestricted free agent.
exactly. He can take a pay cut and go wherever he wants to go.
Exactly.
And LeBron and them has set a standard now. I'll take a pay cut. I'm still making money,
Right.
but if I can get a ring along the way
Right.
before I'm reaching my, like my peak going into later years, if I get that ring earlier, a lot of people gonna start looking like I am getting this money, but if I can get a ring earlier, normal,
That's all
why
cool.
not make a run for it?
And
Right.
that goes back to what Keith said earlier. That puts Houston back in the conversation because I
Yes.
think they can sign both.
right.
So that
Can
gives
you imagine a
CP3
backcourt with CP3
and James
Harden,
Harden?
and along with Dwight Howard, with Jeremy Lin coming off the bench and Omar Asik coming off the bench
Yeah,
with Chandler Parsons?
that'd be pretty good.
Cruise control,
Big time.
cruise
Big
control.
time.
Boop. We're gonna enjoy this ride, y'all. Don't say are we there yet. We just gonna enjoy the ride.
Houston would be favorites in the West.
Enjoy the ride. Yeah.
They would be favorites in the West.
Which brings us back to the other side that, is
What's the other side?
the East.
I'm gonna be honest.
Good.
The East is good, but I'm gonna tell you like this. Even though I stuck with Miami, and I said my prediction earlier. I said Miami is gonna win it all. I don't think Miami under this present
We'll get back next year.
could get back next year if Indiana has Granger healthy, or if Chicago has a healthy Derrick Rose.
That's what I was gonna say. Forget Indiana. I mean, they're gonna be in it. But if Chicago comes back with Derrick Rose, and people forget Luol Deng,
And Luol Deng
for
was
the
out
playoffs,
also.
too.
You have a healthy Derrick Rose along with a Nate Robinson coming off the bench.
who's proven he can score.
Oh,
Man, yeah, it's gonna be fun.
You know, the team that just got kicked out the conversation in the East really is the Knicks.
Yeah, they don't know what they're doing over there.
No, they don't.
Seriously, I mean, they like one of those guys has to go. Amari or Melo has to go, and Melo's not gonna go.
Amari has to go.
Yeah, that's just like Miami. They might as well just swap dudes, like Bosh for Amari. Just give it a try.
Just to see. Just to see.
Cause man,
But
I don't know.
championship week is over. Now
Yes.
the next biggest day in sports.
The draft. And guess who's on the clock first?
And
Cleveland
with the
Cavaliers.
2013 first pick in the draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers pick.
Trade.
This is just announced. Trade.
That's what I'm predicting.
Now,
Trade.
honestly, if they can't trade that pick, who would you pick if you was Chris Grant?
Me?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm gonna go each one.
I'm taking honestly, and people, I'm taking McLemore.
Okay, Dave.
Honestly,
I say either. I think Porter.
I say Porter.
now see, I disagree with both you guys highly because that dude, he's raw. I give him that. He's raw and he's got good length, but y'all watch any of his tape or any of his games, like him playing? Have you guys seen any of that?
Seen a couple games.
Did you notice one thing he's lacking? Offense. That dude is like, gee, we got him already. Wow.
Like, gee.
He's just like Alonzo G. He's just a little longer. You know what I'm saying? And less athletic.
But the reason why I say they probably would draft him because Mike Brown likes defensive-orientated players.
See, that's cool, but nah.
And you know and I know, once McLemore miss an assignment on defense, you know where he going to be at.
Hey, as long
But it
as
sounds like he's still there.
right.
Those points are still there.
If he giving us 20, at least we in the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's all. I mean, I would trade out, just flat out.
I would trade out.
And if I had to,
If I could get
couldn't-
DeMarcus Cousins,
yeah,
I would definitely trade
say
out.
That's
Yeah.
one of them unicorn.
Well, I mean, they got to pick again.
Unicorns.
I pretty right don't put it much past anything right now.
That's like me saying, "Hey, I hope Chris Paul and Dwight Howard decide to come to Cleveland.
right?
We got the money."
Exactly.
Yeah, but I would take I would take one of the big men if I couldn't take McLemore though.
Which one, Lynn or Noel?
Yeah, I think I would take Lynn actually, because I like him and he only had an ankle injury, not a knee. So if I had
Yeah,
to
the
choose,
thing with Noel is the Cavs were concerned with his build right now.
the
That
dude.
he's sleek, and he also had an injury like in the 10th grade, with
really?
the same knee.
The dude's 7 feet tall and only weighs
200
205 pounds.
Yeah,
Soaking wet.
he's flapping in the wind.
Yeah, I mean you can put on some mass. I mean,
He'd have to at least be
Tyson
230.
Chandler. Tyson Chandler was similar to that, so you can put on some mass, but it would take some years. That's all.
Right.
Yeah.
And we
That
don't
ain't
have
over.
that.
We don't have years to wait and see.
I think this year is a proven year for the Cavs to set up the situation for whatever free agent, whoever comes here.
Yeah.
And stuff for it. It don't matter. The stories about
Me-
LeBron is great, yeah, but
Me,
at this
myself,
point in time,
we got to worry
whoever.
about the Cavs.
Exactly. Whoever.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If LeBron falls into our lap, that's all fine and well. But we got to worry about what we got to do
to
now.
be ready exactly for that time for any free agent, anybody.
Any
Okay,
free
with
agent.
that being said, there's two guys out there. I'll throw two names out there. Would
Okay.
you, Andre Iguodala or Josh Smith? Both can be had this year, but you will pretty much be forfeiting the rights to even go after LeBron next year.
I think I ride it out.
I might have to ride it out.
I'm gonna ride it out. I'm gonna ride it out with the youth and everything I got, and it
'Cause
ain't,
you gotta
it ain't
admit-
instant championship either.
Because they're not no franchise changers.
No.
They're good players, don't get me wrong, but Iguodala not a franchise changer. He can get Denver out the first round.
Right.
And Josh Smith has been stuck.
Iguodala would be a great fit for our team because, like
Yeah,
you
'cause he
said,
plays defense.
Our coach is Mike
defense
Brown,
orientated.
and thank you.
Now, Iguodala could immediately start at that 3 spot.
And that's what I'm saying. So, in your guy's scenario,
wanna get
he would
that
be
guy
the
that money,
perfect
though.
guy.
Right.
I don't want to get it.
But
He-
would you,
he might as well
would you
give it
spend
up.
max money on him, though?
Hey, I wouldn't. I mean,
Me? Okay, then.
you guys are saying that the need is there.
The need is there, but
The need is there.
But I think the Cavs, to me, I think they did a good job of setting up saying this is the plan, and they virtually had just stuck with it.
Right.
And basically, and I think they stuck with it saying like, you know, we building through the draft, we making these acquisitions. They really haven't really went out after the free agent market that much. And I think going forward, you know, this is going to be another year. Okay, we're going to go through the draft, see what happens. Now it depends on what they do with that pick.
Now, if they draft a big man first, I would probably package that 19, 31, and 33 for Iguodala.
But you don't have to.
True.
You could just bid on him.
Yeah.
Like,
But I wouldn't offer him the max.
he's a free agent.
Bid on it. Well, we're gonna send this little small envelope here.
Right. Hey,
And at that point in time, I think, like I say, I think as of right now with the money thing, yeah, players do want the money and all that kind of stuff. But I think, like I say, LeBron and them have set a precedent now,
Yes, they
about
have.
taking less money to get a ring. And I think at the end of the year, it's, you've seen a lot of greats, and they're considered great. They get that or whatever. But man, that ring thing is like,
The
it's
ring
a status.
is basically what you're counted on. It's basically your legacy now.
Yeah, and like there's a lot of dudes who's getting ring. I don't think it's that, but it's nice to have. Fuck, I want to say I was champion. Goddamn it.
yeah, I mean,
Right.
but it's not totally weighed on that because
Yeah.
if not, I mean, if that was the case, Barkley and those guys wouldn't even get consideration because they don't have rings. But
Right.
But
Great.
like I say, or on the other side of it, Steve Kerr and Robert Ory aren't considered the greatest.
greats
of all
either.
time.
They
Man.
got like about 5 rings.
What's
or
how many
something.
Horry? 7?
Horry
or 8?
got 7.
Yeah, Ory got like 7
And Steve Kerr got like
5.
5.
You know what I'm saying? But I was in a position. Give me a ring.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I mean, it's all inclusive. You know?
It's a status thing where it's like, yeah, how you doing? Ding. Oh, it's like I'll cut your hand off and take that ring.
Like Magic says, it definitely put Bron into the conversation now.
And to
not-
be honest,
he's not totally there yet. But
I looked at something, and you see LeBron at age 28, Jordan at age 28, Kobe at age 28. Kobe had more titles, 3. Jordan only had 1 title at 28. LeBron has 2. But LeBron had more MVPs than the both of them.
Yeah, I mean,
He's a polarizing figure. He's that once in a
He wants
for
that lifetime.
for the NBA. He's that once in a lifetime dude. Who's ever going to come along and be like this guy again?
Probably never in the next 30, 40 years.
nah, he's too special. 'Cause,
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
physically
special.
gifted, and
Right,
he's been bred to do this. You know what I'm saying?
yes.
He's been doing this since he was little.
And I think now the thing that then came to him now, which makes him more dangerous now, is the mental focus side of the game.
Almost.
yeah,
I still wish. I mean, I don't know, because maybe I just want to just see him. I just want to really see him just smash on somebody. And when you really see it, no, be like, damn, he really was like, I'm that dude. For real, I'm that dude. He's still humble and complacent or whatever,
Yes, he
and a
is.
little bit about it, but I ain't never really. He just come out and be like, dude, I'm that dude.
yeah. I mean, he's not gonna say that. That's not his.
Not saying,
Right, it's
yeah,
not.
not saying, but just a little bit of it where you might, he does a little. He's like, but I was want to be like, boom, be like.
I mean, you
that
might see it
aura.
in the coming years.
Yeah,
you know what
and
I'm
that's what I'm
saying?
saying. When you see that, you'd be like, oh yeah, it's a wrap.
Right.
Like you say, he's still
He
young.
taking anybody and everybody to a championship.
Well, yeah, I mean, but
Exactly.
we seen Jordan just go over people and, like you say, make that face.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I'm that dude.
Kobe
You
also,
can't
like,
stop me, brother.
Yeah, I ain't trying to be none, but I want to see that when I be like, dude, he's
And I think you'll see it
Yeah, I
in
mean,
time.
he's
I
got
think you'll
2
see it
now,
in
so
time.
he can play a little more loose.
Yeah.
Right.
But then also that the cast around him, everybody's cast is getting better.
Yeah, I mean,
How long
Bosh
can-
is out of there. I don't care what nobody say. That was his last game because they have to do something. Honestly, you hit it right on the head. It's no way
Yeah,
that they
they
can come
can't-
back exactly the
No,
same. I
they
don't care.
can't.
You hear all the national people like, oh, well, they have to keep the team intact because they're
Not for no
champions. No,
three-peat.
they
No,
don't.
they don't.
They got to make some
You
tinkering.
make adjustments and tinkering to keep it moving.
The only 2 people that's safe on that team are LeBron and D Wade. Everybody else,
It's
man,
suspendable.
you might as well pack your stuff like Big
Right.
Brother and just hope you don't get your name
I
called.
hopefully I did. I contributed enough.
Right,
Right.
Like, man, Mike Miller might as well just walk away. Like, hey,
Talking
I
about
got
Jackie
2,
Moon?
Thanks, yeah. I'm not gonna wear
Jackie
out my
Moon.
welcome.
Hey, he got 2 titles.
Yep.
Yeah.
He just can't stay healthy now,
Yeah, like I say, he should walk away before they can give him that call. Like, hey,
Yeah.
man, we're gonna have to let you go, buddy.
Check out that be like, you've been traded to the Detroit Pistons.
Nah.
Cleveland traded the number 1 for you. Yeah,
we gotta be meeting here. That trade won't go through because he won't pass the physical because he gonna be effed up by the time he.
Check out the Q will be. Check out the Q will be effed up.
You talk about a dude and what happened? He stepped off the plane. I don't know, man. Some dude ran past him and hit him, and he said the hood pointed, kept running.
Some dude posted on his status, Jackie Moon, really? Yeah. WTF?
He took it to the knee. Boom.
But yeah, Miami can't stand pat.
That's cool.
For that three-peat. They can't.
Draft day. That's all that matters.
Yes.
And then soon after draft day, football and swing.
I can't wait. Yes. Woo, taking an L right now without no hoop, no football. I love the Indians.
Right. It's they on the seesaw right now. It's up and down.
Who, the Indians?
Yeah. They've been
on upstream now
consistently lately or whatever.
And Casimir,
it was a rough patch 3 weeks ago. It was like, man, what the hell going on?
I think Casimir pitched for his spot in the rotation yesterday because he know
he on the cusp.
Yeah, because Carrasco did his business earlier this week, even though they should have won. Right. Dude was impressive.
Yeah. So I guess with the Indians, you can always see that. You know what? I guess things can work out after a while. You know, they're finding a groove and a niche or whatever. As long as we still see an improvement. Sometimes we see them in games, but like, dude, what team is that? Who's the imposters? Because that ain't the Indians, dude.
Do y'all think they can contend for a wild card spot?
Yeah.
I think they can contend for a wild card, but the thing is, with the AL East, all their teams is 500 or better now.
Right.
And they have a lot of company.
I say they're gonna have to. It's gonna start balancing out it's a lot of baseball left, so it's gonna start balancing out. They're gonna start beating each other up. And we're gonna make a run.
And with me, with the Indians, it's always the first 10 games after the All-Star break.
Yes,
that's the season right there.
And they're going to figure out a way to beat Detroit.
Man. Yeah, that's the thing. They got
Detroit's been kicking their butt.
There.
Yeah, so them first 10 games after the All-Star game determine the rest of the season. If they tanking in, it's a wrap.
Hey, Detroit got 2 incredible pitchers and 5 incredible hitters.
Oh,
I can get them too.
But you know,
all I need to know is just what hotel they staying in.
But you know, if MLB had their way, Peralta. But if MLB had their way and do them suspensions like they say, Peralta would be gone.
Yeah,
true.
So, do you think it's fair to go ahead and do it in the middle of the season?
They're not going to be able to.
They probably going to wait till next year.
Here? Okay.
Probably going to wait till next year.
Because you got to go through the appeal process. You can't kick nobody out like that. Especially out for them. I mean, they talking about kick people out for a year.
100 games?
You won't be back to 2015.
Like, no.
And if you do
July 16th.
And if you do 100, right. You do 100 games right now, that's the season.
Yeah. So,
because the shortstop is like the leader of your defense. And Detroit ain't exactly the best defensive team either.
Nah, they just
oh my god,
they can score and
they got like pitching. A softball defense because you think about Cabrera is a big guy playing third. Peralta is not exactly swelled either.
Nope.
Who's the second baseman on Detroit?
Don't make me lie.
So do they lose money too?
Yeah, they don't get paid or nothing.
Yeah, it's total. You
and out. How many baseball games? 163?
100.
No, I mean, how many baseball games altogether? 163 games?
162.
162 games. So that's over half the season, then some over there. Man, them suspensions is tough.
Right.
Baseball suspensions is tough.
And that's crazy because, like, think about it.
They're cheating.
They're cheating.
They cheating.
That's tough, though. Yeah. That's, woo. Man, you talk about getting in front of the class, the school with the principal and the paddle.
That ain't no joke.
With the holes in it.
Man.
Let me ask y'all something. What do y'all think about the Twitter war with LaCharles Bentley and Josh Gordon?
I missed it.
What happened?
I missed it.
I think LaCharles had mentioned how Josh Gordon was basically riding with the Heat or something like that, saying team Heat and all that. Okay. And I think LaCharles mentioned, how you going to ride with another team and your team sucks right now and everything?
Oh, that's LaCharles being sensitive.
Yeah.
You say Josh Gordon?
Yeah, Josh Gordon.
The football player?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Mr. Scissor.
I don't see the connection.
He wasn't rooting
he
for
a
the
basketball
Steelers,
fan.
was he? Yeah.
No.
He's basketball. He's a
Right.
cross-sport promotion.
Right.
He can root for whoever he wants to.
Yeah.
I had a problem with people bashing LeBron when he was here for rooting for Dallas and the Yankees.
And that's how my thing is really now.
Yeah.
Like when people are rooting for San Antonio, and it be people that were complaining last year that they're too slow, they're too old, they're
Exactly.
too boring. Now all of a sudden, go Spurs, go Spurs, and
That was just anti-LeBron.
I was just,
they didn't got their feelings hurt.
I was just,
And now you see people like, oh, see why you should root for LeBron and all that.
I was just, I'm a Cavs fan. I was a LeBron fan when he was a Cavs. I'm still a Cavs fan. I wish him all the well and the best down in Miami. He's a Miami player. I'm not a Miami
Right.
fan.
And like I said, I'm
And
not a Heat
and I don't
fan.
bash the Heat, but you're a LeBron fan.
Right. I'm
And
a
there's
LeBron
nothing wrong
fan.
with being a LeBron
Right.
fan. There's nothing wrong with being a LeBron
Right.
fan. But he's not a Miami Heat fan. He's a Cavs fan who roots for a player on
Right.
the Miami Heat.
'Cause
All
it's
you
just
people
like-
get that misconstrued.
That's just like what Sean said, People just,
Yeah, you get it misconstrued, you know.
Well,
Nice.
It is
we're
what
going to
it is.
pay some bills, and we'll be right back in a few minutes
On the hood point.
on the MSC Radio Network.
It is.
Liquor with the OGs, unleash the beast in the force. Unseen Yeti, big Timberland, concrete wilderness. Will you get this sustenance relentless? I wake up in the morning, trying to get paid, barely hold my eyes open.
Following message is for those with a credit score of 800 and below. Who wouldn't want better credit? Did you ever wonder how different life would be from just having a higher credit score? Are you tired of being turned down for any kind of loan or only offered high interest rates because your credit score is holding you prisoner? Life doesn't have to be that way anymore with access to Turnscor. By increasing your credit score only 50 to 100 points, it can potentially save you tens of thousands of dollars in interest over just a 5 to 10 year period. It can be the difference in getting approved for a personal loan, business loan, high limits on credit cards, a brand new car lease, or even a home mortgage. We see so many ads from companies that give us our credit score, but once we get our credit score, what are they going to do to actually repair your credit? Unfortunately, nothing. Until now, Turnscor is the first automated credit repair platform that is simple, safe, and secure. You'll be empowered right from the comfort of your own computer, so you can challenge and repair your credit report to ensure it's fair and accurate. Turnscor is specifically developed with you in mind. There's no more need for an attorney, credit repair companies, or credit counseling. More importantly, no more need for paying higher fees. Turnscor will help you get back on track and get the buying power you need. So whether you have bad credit, average credit, or even good credit, Turnscor is helping turn lives around one credit score at a time. Go to turnscore.com and enter the promo code MSC20 and get $20 off your purchase. That's TURNSCOR.com. TURNSCOR.com. Turnscore.com. Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits. A 99.5% uptime guarantee and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Hey, local bands and unsigned artists. What if I told you there was a place in Cleveland where you can get your merch made and have it sold in one location? What if I said you could bring your CDs and tickets to upcoming shows to this location? And what if I said you could do live acoustic sets at this location? I bet you're thinking there's no such place in Cleveland. Guess what? You'd be wrong. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland, and tell him you need merch made and you want to sell it in his store. Now, how cool is that? You can tell your fans to come down and get your stuff, and I think he'd ship your products to your fans. And he's local. Contact Rick Navario at Rock City, Cleveland today. 216-622-0377. That's 216-622-0377. If you have a product or service, let people know about it. Get your message out there and advertise on MSC Radio Network. It's easier than you think, and the whole planet is listening. Find out how you can advertise. Email Chris at morningshowcentral.com.
I knew something was wrong when a little pretty white girl ran into a black man's arms.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network. Heat 99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating. Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers. That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen P99 Technologies as its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999, P99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider. Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee, no questions asked. For more information, go to P99.com. P99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence with honest and expert customer service. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right.
This is President Barack Obama, and you're listening to MSC Radio Network.
If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningshowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com. Call the show toll-free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on MorningshowCentral.com. User-friendly and ready to serve. MorningshowCentral.com.
I love the smoke a lot, never see me now. Up in the sky I go, call up everyone I know. And ask them who got it, let's roll up. 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 I love the smoke a lot, never see me now. Up in the sky, you know how we do. Call up everyone I know. And ask them who got it, let's roll up. Who got it, let's roll up. Who got it, let's roll up. This shit, man. Sticky green, man, I got my stash. Fucking with your boy, man, I get you smashed. Poppin', lockin', lookin', chokin'. All I really need is to get some ass. What she gotta bring her own Skittles. Fuck that shit, I ain't only in the middle. More like right, but I got in the fiddle. Yes, I'm high, but I'm on like a winner. Fresh so cold, I'm the breeze in the winter. Swag don't cost, it's a class, that's tuition. When you see me, man, I'm always high. Headed to the top of the world, man, I'm always fly. Wish a nigga would say he could see me. Break a nigga spirit with my own recipe. You fucking with a vet, just trying to make check. Take my rip out the hood, leave these hoes on deck. The best of leads is a white cloud green. And if you smoke like I smoke, then we can smoke hella trees. Fuck the cost, I'm the boss. And I only smoke with ease. So when you catch me in the hood, you know I'm blowing type of trees. Smoke a lot, never see me now. In the sky I go, call up everyone I know. And ask them who got it, let's roll up. 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 I love the smoke a lot, never see me now. Up in the sky I go, call up everyone I know. And ask them who got it, let's roll up. Who got it, let's roll up. Who got it, let's roll up. Who got it, let's roll up.
Keep loud, twisted, keep right off lifted. Man, Jose, I'm so gifted, so different. No intermission splits in my mama's kitchen while we get high. Whole neighborhood be getting fried. Take flight, inner space, exit the sky. Now who is high, truly is I. Boxing, switching sweets every evening. Quarters and straight, demons, burners lit. Black pack, windows steamed up, it Latin kush. White boy growed it in his attic. Oops, it spilled, that's so tragic. We all gon' smoke house, turn to ashes. Bunch on the circle, urban masses. Going with everybody as long as they match it. Anybody wanna fuck with me, come to the mansion. Smoking real good, cheap and that good. Hey, all day up in the barn. Know what it is, me and Spree spawn. Smoking on the bed.
Smoke a lot, never see me now. Up in the sky I go, call up everyone I know. And ask them who got it, let's roll up. 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 I love the smoke a lot.
PC? Looking to have some upgrade work completed on your computer? Have a special project in mind that may be too much for you to undertake alone? Time to call
Joe, the printer guy!
Joe the Printer Guy offers a full-service hardware and software repair center at his facility to handle your PC, server, and networking needs. Let their professional service staff handle your computer needs. They offer expert service at an affordable price. Visit Joe the Printer Guy at 14035 Madison Avenue, Lakewood, Ohio. Online, joetheprinterguy.com, or give him a call at 216-651-3880. Joe the Printer Guy.
I know. Oh my God, I know what we're gonna do. Oh, it's so delicious, I can almost taste it.
If you're looking for the best sub shop in town, look no further. Hanini Subs, located at 7310 Lorraine Avenue, is the place for you. Stop in for a cold cut sub, cheeseburger and fries, wingdings and fries, and so much more. Can almost taste it. Hanini Subs at 7310 Lorraine Avenue is open 24 hours a day. Check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/burrito crazy. And if you mention MSC Radio Network, you'll get $1 off your meal. It's all good at Hanini Subs.
So damn good.
Oh, great. Not another Farmville request. Check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/Morning Show Central. Denying one Farmville request at a time.
Yo, welcome back to...
We are back.
Is that little Mr. Fofo, Justin Fraley?
Yeah, Conversations. That was a hot song and a hot video.
It was.
Directed by Mr. G-Ho.
Yo, baby mama's favorite videographer.
No,
Yeah, but the nice... Speaking of music and hip-hop and things like that or whatever, been some good stuff going on in hip-hop as far as... You know, different things, you know, people have been doing as far as deals and different things about as far as like the changing of the guard per se. You know, with the young lions, you know, versus the old heads. Kind of like how we had the NBA playoffs, you know, it's there. So, you know, interesting to discuss how the young lions are coming up, the J. Cole's, the Kendrick Lamar, the Drakes, the Wale's, and all that kind of stuff like that or whatever. And they're all hot. And they all hot. But do you as an audience really appreciate them, or why do y'all get mad at us old heads who appreciated our artists? You know, our Jay-Z's, going back to, you know, the Rock Kims and all the things like that or whatever. We really appreciated them for who they are and what they were as talent. Y'all don't appreciate these dudes for who they really are and what their talent is, because it's all right, that was hot this month, but we moving on.
It'll be a new dude next year,
and that's not fair to them dudes because they really worth to be legends. Space,
but it is what it is, though. It's they just you got to make yourself stay relevant right now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Even more so now than it was before. Because, like, say back in our days,
managed to do it.
Look, like back in our days, where you can have an album, you could afford to be off for a year or so.
But you were still relevant.
Yeah.
It's still hot. And then there was more.
If you disappear now past 3-4 months,
it's like,
you
that dude still rap.
Right.
But you was that dude. You had that joint that was buzzing in the club, but that dude still rap.
Exactly.
Now, I honestly think that that's what dudes should start doing. Like, once you establish yourself, fade off a little bit and let people want you, because that's what's missing in music right now. Everybody's so quick to put more music out. Everything's become cookie cutter just because you got to try and and you got to
oversaturated.
Right. Yes, exactly. That's what I'm getting at. People need to just fall back a little bit, because, like you say, we wouldn't see albums from people for like 2-3 years.
Exactly,
and it would build up anticipation, and
they didn't disappoint when it came out.
Yeah, because they would make 100 tracks and narrow it down to 12. Instead of now,
all those 100 tracks are either going to mixtapes, which is steadily being thrown out.
And everybody think they can rap off the top now. Oh, man, I don't even need no paper.
Not everybody.
I'm going to need for you to go back and
or the first thing they write is just the greatest thing. Nah. And that's not true. And like you say, a lot of that stuff comes out on mixtapes, and it's gotten to the point where people can't tell what's good and what's not good.
Because it's kind of like, say, if you taking pictures and stuff, and you got like the negative pictures, they're still putting the negatives out now.
Right. All the flubs, everything. is just coming
Exactly.
out. Like,
It's like, oh well, I messed up on that. Oh, I'll just throw it on the mixtape.
Well, that's the thing. People they get the CD or the EP or the mixtape or whatever the case may be, and the band or the artist hands it to them and stuff, and then you sit there and steadily watch the person you just gave it to, and they're passing a garbage can, and it goes right into the garbage can.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That's
like
true.
then you're actually doing this music for nothing.
It's like nowadays, it's like people don't really appreciate the sacrifices the artists do now.
Exactly.
As
Costs
opposed-
money to make
true
that
to it.
CD.
Right, as opposed to when we was younger, people would sell they tapes, they CDs out the trunk and everything.
Now these dudes won't even give away their music.
No.
When they should be. At
but
this day and age,
they do. That's the thing.
They do, but the fans throw it away.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
That's
Everything is just messed up right now. People aren't thinking. First of all, everybody's devaluing themselves as far as like the artistics, anything artistic. Like you doing videos, you got to charge way less because this man over here that he just bought a camera. Like he doesn't know what he's doing, but he
I'm
bought a
shooting
camera.
people.
Right.
And he's has no talent, but he's charging $50 or something.
$50
you know what I'm saying?
and everything.
Same with producers with music. You got to charge less because everybody's got Fruity Loops that they got from Pirate Bay or
Right.
you know what I'm saying? It goes down the line, and even the artists as rappers, you got to give yourself a little bit of value. You can't just keep putting out 20 mixtapes and expect everybody to just ride with everything you saying. It's not going to happen. That's
And I
not
think
real.
now also, like back like in the 90s and everything, it was more hip-hop music all together in general was more like you was going to a grocery store where you could get a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
And now it's so saturated and stuff. It's just like you just got one section.
It's
And that's it.
It's like going to Walmart on Christmas Eve at like 3:00 in the morning.
Right.
You
Where it's
only got
nothing
this
there.
one shelf.
Yeah, you only got that one shelf.
And this is all you gonna get, dog.
No, I think what it is it's out there. It's a lot.
of music out there.
It's a lot
It
of
is.
different music. It's just like you said, the people who are controlling what's majorly heard are only giving you 7 songs.
Exactly. Because
And
I
they
want
don't-
these people to get this money. 'cause
and they
I
don't-
know
It's not
these
even
kids are
7
ringing.
songs.
It's not even 7 now.
No, it's not even 7. It's maybe 3.
And the thing
It's
is now
ridiculous.
also to go along with that, like a lot of like the national radio publications, cause like let's just say when we was coming up, you had 108 and 93,
We got one.
where now it's just consolidated into one. Where 108 and 93 local artists would get a chance to showcase themselves back in those days.
Now it's what, 107 or something?
It's 107.9 now.
Yeah.
But
But now
they've tried to change up a little bit, but it was they had the
They'll never
freestyle Friday
change it.
King thing now. Okay, that's one thing. I don't know if they still do the home jam. Don't know. If they still do
Yeah,
that.
they still.
Okay,
I think they
the home
still
jam. So that's 2 things. That's semi, but nobody really cares. To be honest, nobody really cares about it and listen to it because there's still no artist. That being in that rotation, it's like say if you feed me this Lil Wayne song that sometimes I'd be like, this song is just trash.
Right.
But after about the 200th listen, it's really not as bad as I thought it was.
I'll roll with it.
Yeah,
No, it just grows on you.
It
grows on you.
You know, it's
Well,
like
there's a reason why that they play the same 5 songs over and over
yeah,
again.
it's
Torture?
Of course.
No, it's that too, but it's the record labels. They send out this and they say, well, here's a song, and they promise the record label so many spins, and then the record label gets those spins. So yeah, I mean, is it fair? No, it's not, because
not.
a lot of the hometown artists or unsigned artists are not getting any kind of an airplay. Like MMS right now, they're doing something where on Sunday or something where at midnight where nobody's listening and they're playing some unsigned music and stuff that people can hear.
Sunday at midnight.
Right, exactly.
Midnight.
That's worse than
Sunday at
was worse than
midnight,
a
I gotta go
Friday
to work.
at 10:45 on 107.
I'm gonna be knocked out. Right.
Does
gonna be
anybody
knocked out
really
of
care? Are they going to tune in and listen?
Not when Monday morning I got to go to work, and that's the
Not
worst
Monday.
day of the week to start the wake up.
Exactly. And especially when
You
you
ain't
gotta
getting
wake
no
up at
support.
6.
You might as well record that broadcast and just YouTube it out later. But unfortunately, you want it to happen then because you never know. They'll be like, well, call in and say if you like, and then they'll do something. Call in and say if you like the song. Well, there's nobody up to call in to like the song.
Right. True that.
And you only give me this time to call in. Well,
that's what I've been seeing that with bands. So call Sirius to request our music. Sirius ain't listening to you.
Right.
Exactly. So you can't build a buzz per se. In Cleveland, you can build a street buzz, but people don't make radio songs.
That's true.
Not anymore, no.
And it's crazy because you can explain it to them simple, like ABC, and it just won't happen.
Oh, what you should do is take the FCC rules and regulation books and just set it in front of them and say, read this. And then they'll understand. The book is like, I don't know, it's probably like 2 feet high.
Right.
For what you can and cannot say or what you can and cannot do, and it's real simple.
And truthfully, a lot of that differs from state to state. Because like if you go to Utah or something, you can't say some things that you can just say here, just out your tongue like it ain't nothing. But you can't say it there because Utah's a Mormon state.
But like I say,
I was gonna say I was watching 106 yesterday.
106 in Park.
Yeah, the first 2 videos they showed, they might as well not even have showed them because the whole song was bleeped out.
Who was it? First 2 songs?
It was that one R&B dude that did the song with Trinidad James.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Okay. It's all curse words, basically. And I forgot what they played right after that, but it was like...
You be hearing that little pause or no, it's just
truthfully,
track and
it was Waka Flocka.
It's annoying.
Right.
It's
annoying.
Like,
why are you even
and
playing
then
this?
It's lazy on the artist. Because you mean to tell me you can't come up with a non-cussing version?
But then to me, it's like, and then also it's like,
they
wow,
don't have
you didn't even pay the engineer the extra money. Pay somebody to edit. You don't pay nobody. You're not paying nobody to radio. You can pay any local dude with a Wave Lab or any kind of audio program.
But listen to what you're saying. Why would you pay a dude to do that?
And when I can just mute it out.
It's being played on national TV and national radio
with the mutes
all day. Exactly. With the crappy edit.
And the guy was sitting there on the SSL board, and he said, "Mute."
Yep.
Unmute. Mute.
Like, here comes the curse word.
Here comes another cuss word. Bang.
Curse word. Dump.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. SS board with me. I'm sorry. He was just going in and just muting out the vocals for that side, and then he said, "Don't save it."
Right.
That's crazy.
Exactly.
Don't save it.
Don't say that.
Don't say it because you're going to erase the original.
Right. We get muted as we speak.
Right.
We're getting the edits now.
Didn't 106 in Park fire all they hosts or whatever?
When I don't watch that crap. I just caught it yesterday.
I heard something.
Because Kevin Hart was on there. That's what
he was?
Yeah.
Oh, that dude was funny.
Bow Wow and Angela Simmons were hosting it yesterday.
But I do want to say shouts out to, one thing that I did see who's also making moves that are turning the form. I did see what's coming to Freestyle Fridays. I don't know what the format is, but it's, yes, they announced it. Bow Wow announced it. Yeah, him and Smack got a little video together. Yes,
what?
Smack URL will now become taking over the Freestyle Friday portion.
Good.
Oh, that's cool.
But my only thing is, how much of that will they keep of the original? Because some of that stuff is not made.
For
TV.
All they gotta do is go back to the original format of the, it's probably gonna be a ring setup.
Okay.
They probably gonna get the time limit, definitely the time limit.
But
and
no beats.
Right. And it's probably gonna be a little more relaxed with far as the subject matter. I'm assuming
because they're gonna have to still keep some of that.
How can you make it relaxed?
I know, that's my whole point. How can you keep it still? That Smack URL battlegrounds. Fuck your mama and all that. Oh, sorry, my bad. Chris, you ain't edit fast enough. You ain't edit fast enough.
Thank goodness it's the internet. But
right, we'd have been facing one of them FCC fines.
Go ahead. And they just sat it at my desk. See, Dave, there's another one.
There you go, buddy.
That's out of your portion.
But no, they can do things like they can let a little more aggressive content go. Like they can't let the language go per se, but they can let the picture painting be a little more graphic.
I mean, as long as I don't put a Molly in my opponent's drink, and he don't need to know in the morning.
Oh my!
Or I get my Paula Dean on.
Man,
in the battle.
Hey, you can't even fault her, man. Look, if you listen to rap music, you can't
They say that word all the time.
And that's Bill Maher said that.
Yes,
It's his thing.
Hey, if he said that, I totally agree.
That's
with
what
him.
he
It's
said.
like,
He said. So
what
do
can
we
you say?
ban all the rap music? You know, and like I say, I look at Paula Deen. I say, how old is Paula Deen? What, 70 something?
Yeah, she
70
came up
something.
in that
That's her
era.
era.
That's
right.
You know,
I can't fault her for her upbringing.
it's-
I love her cooking. I watch her shows. Butter.
but
Diabetes.
Somebody caught Paula after a few more, and you just caught her in her rawest moment or whatever, just her being her or whatever, which people probably have known for years.
Right.
And if you've known it for
And
years,
it
you've
just
never said
happened to
anything.
come out.
Don't
But wasn't
fault her
there
now.
Just being honest, man.
But wasn't there a thing that she said something about? I was reading, and she said something about she wanted to open up a restaurant, and she wanted to have all black servants.
Yeah,
It was a plantation style
No,
restaurant.
right.
Well, I think that's what it was. It was like a plantation style restaurant.
It was a theme that she was trying to capture. It wasn't. I think it was one of those. She didn't think anything of it. It was
Right.
just she was trying to stick with the theme. It was, but she did.
Yeah.
When
I mean,
addressed.
could you really get mad because she's trying to create more jobs?
No,
At this point in
that's what
time,
I'm saying. I'm
if Paula
totally-
Deen was paying me a little bit more money to DJ at the plantation,
I would be there.
everybody put your corn in there.
You know,
You know,
call
right.
me whatever.
I mean-
I'll be Django at that piece.
Oh man! And speaking of that,
Django.
also,
Hey, I'm trying
did
to get
y'all
Chipotle in the
hear
hood.
what Serena Williams said about the girl down in
Oh,
Steubenville? Yeah.
And like I say, I don't think she was more her. It was more of where were her parents. It was what I took from the inflection
Right.
of like, you know, or what was going on, or it's like, you know, kind of like, well, what happened to you was wrong, but you put yourself in that situation by doing that, the drinking or whatever, which called, you know. That's what I took from Serena's statement, that the girl put herself in that situation where you shouldn't put yourselves in those situations for bad things to happen to you. It wasn't like, you know, you went there and you were sober and they took it from you. You went there and got pissy drunk and passed out.
Yeah.
And the dudes took advantage of you because you put yourself in that position. That's what I took from it.
But you know what's tricked out? Because now if a male athlete would have said something like that, everything would have been stripped from him.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword. That double-edged sword wields itself mightily.
See, I don't agree with that stuff though. I mean, everybody should have a right to their opinion. You know, you might disagree. You know, and that's cool.
Right.
That creates conversation.
Exactly.
But for people to, you know, they start messing with people's livelihoods. I totally disagree
Right.
with that. That's
Only
unless you were wrong. Like if you molested a kid or something, yeah. Take it all.
Only in America where freedom of speech is cool, but it's what you say that's wrong.
Ain't that something?
Only in
like
America you can have free to say anything
Basically,
you want. But
United
it's not
States
wrong.
is really the most contradictory nation there is.
Yeah, we give you freedom, but depending
you
on what you
freedom.
say, I might lock you up and take everything you got.
I mean,
So
but what do you
gonna
guys think about her getting canceled, though?
That's what I mean.
I didn't think. You know what?
disagree.
After they talked about it, whatever, I didn't think anything more of it. When she got canceled, I was like, "Wow, really?"
That's what I said.
Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't think anything about her being. That didn't have nothing to do with. I didn't think about her being canceled. I didn't at all.
She'll be back.
I didn't think about that at all.
She'll
At
be
all.
back on the other network.
Right.
That would be
Right.
That's
She's gonna
stupid.
be back on the rival network.
Because at the end of the day, like you say, to me,
I
I,
mean, look
don't
at-
see her as a callous, bad person.
But look at Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Right. He's
Okay?
back.
He was on A&E, and then they moved him over to CMT.
Everybody bounces back. Everybody makes some type of recovery, you know. I think, and like I said, whatever. It's like, you know, when stuff like that happens, it's not like with Paula Deen. It wasn't as much as an uproar per se in the black community per se, as it was for, you know, the white constituents.
And see, that's where I think it's wrong because aren't we just ones that are supposed to be offended and the ones that are supposed to be
Right.
And it's like
But
some
you
of the
know
stuff
what,
that
there
does
are-
offend us, they don't understand why it does. But then
Right.
they look at something like that and says, "Well, we're acting on behind of the black people." For
But
Paula
you know
Deen, da, da, da.
what?
It's like,
But you know what them networks and stuff are afraid of? That sponsors will pull out. They're afraid of the bottom
backlash.
line.
exactly.
All the backlash.
But it's like I wasn't about to go stand out somewhere and be like, Paula Deen said the N word. I'm not buying her cookware no more. I'd be like, where's that next butter episode?
right.
But I hate to
Where's the cookbooks?
Right, but I hate to say it though. We make it bad on ourselves.
We do make
'cause
it bad because it's like
You hear it every other sentence from people.
We do, but as black people, though, we still pick and choose those moments of when we want to rally as a whole and says this one particular incident was wrong, where there were so many other incidents. Why do we pick
go
this
on
one
that you don't say nothing about?
And I think that's what confuses our Caucasian friends.
True that.
It's like they're on egg. It's like they're on eggshells.
Right, and they get confused because they're like, well, okay, well, how does this one outweigh this one? But if you look across the board...
But if you're calling each other that every day...
I'm going to break it down to all y'all.
I hate the word.
It's the ER. It's the ER that's the problem.
I hate the ER word, and I hate the A word.
Yeah.
I don't care for it at all.
Yeah, they all should go. I'm just joking.
Well, we got the signal
Let's
music.
switch that with just fam. What up, fam?
Right.
Sometimes your family is the worst people you can have, unfortunately.
That's true. Hey, you know, Galletti, Chuck Galletti, this was his 4th time.
4 times, Chuck. Come on, Chuck. Get it together, man.
It might be your last
Turn
call.
this into a positive. Go get some help. Turn it into a
No
positive.
doubt.
Go get some help. You and Zach Reed should do something together. A little, don't drink and drive sponsorship, something like that. At the end of the day, you'll come out faster than, just chilling.
Right.
Real quick, if you're on YouTube, just go to Chuck Galetti's last call, getting, I guess he was mad at a caller or something like that. Go 37 seconds into the video. I'm not going to say any more. Just look. And then email us.
And you know what? When I do see
When you see
YouTube
it.
videos though like that, when they say something, I actually do start because more people will say go to this mark. I do kind of fast forward to that mark just to see what's going on.
Right,
The whole video.
exactly.
Because it makes me laugh. I'd be like, oh, that was cool.
37 seconds in. Just look for it.
All right.
Chuck Galletti gets mad at a caller.
All right. Well, we're about to be out.
The Hood Point.
This is a good show today.
7 days a week.
For those of y'all that don't have nothing to do Monday evening, be sure to go out to Solon Cinemas and check out the premiere showing of the Cleveland movie Swing Low, Swing Chariot.
Yes, the Hood Point will be there getting footage.
No doubt.
We'll
Yes,
be
we will.
there.
Definitely
In the
be
building.
there.
See that footage, fastest footage in the nation.
Yes.
Let's go.
And don't forget to go to Hanini Subs.
Yes, $1 off.
7310 Lorraine Avenue.
$1 off.
$1 off. If you mention MSC Central
And
Radio Network.
shouts out to
Shout out to Joe.
Joe's Lakewood.
Yes.
We gonna
Computer.
Get this.
We're going to hit them up.
All right. Yeah.
And be sure tomorrow to check in at 3 o'clock on the Morning Show Central Network. Since 1974 radio show
And-
with Ty Howes and Micah
Yes.
in the building.
And everybody else here at the MSRC Radio Network.
No doubt.
Yes.
Got about 13, 11, 12 shows.
Hey, Chris, you need to put one of them things where we can be like the MSRC Radio Network. Watch us.
That. Whatever.
Okay.
Right.
I'll get an intern right on it.
All right, we
Yeah.
nominate Jason.
Jason!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we out.
We out. This is the Hood Point on the MSC Radio Network.